Asia CEO Clark. That's one of the topics or one of the events that I really, really treasure. We have our presence in Clark, and not only in traditional freight forwarding, but also we have the e-commerce last mile delivery service right now in Clark. And as we go through this journey, because we've never really thought that this pandemic will last even longer, I just want to remind everyone that we really have to focus on what we can control and not what we cannot control. I just leave the things that we cannot control to God, because I stand on his promise that he will sustain us, that he will protect us, and that he will cover us. And this is what has been happening, not only to me, but the people I know under Airspeed and some communities that we serve. So how do we sustain ourselves during this time? How do we sustain the business? I believe that we just have to continue to do what we know best. And to us, it is really more of serving our stakeholders, serving our customers, and serving the communities where we are in. We continue to be unstoppable and relentless. During the time of COVID, I was stunned. I really didn't know what to do, but I was reminded by the fact that we have so many people who are depending on the company and so many customers who really needed to be served. And that is really the why, or the reason why we continue to do what we did. There were things that happened that I never thought would happen. There were so many concepts that were launched during that time. And it is really because, number one, we really have to be creative and innovative. It can be something where we can turn adversity into opportunity. We were able to charter aircrafts that we thought would not even be able to do. We brought in charters that we thought could not happen because it was really the week of the pandemic and there were no permits. But a week before that, we were able to get the permits. It is being scalable, knowing that this is the level where we are in and pushing ourselves until we're able to get to that level. I always remind our people that we need to push. And push means push until something happens, or pray until something happens. It is being decisive. There are decisions to be made. And sometimes, even as leaders, we can't even go beyond what needs to be decided on because of uncertainties. We really don't know what's going to happen next. But then again, when a decision has to be made, then we have to stand by that decision and execute it properly. It is so important that we base our decisions also on the values that we have, the core values that the company has, personal values that we have. And in our case, for Airspeed, we have loyalty, integrity, value of honor and respect, excellence and stewardship. Any decision that we have to make will have to be based on those core values. It is also listening on purpose to what our customers need and what our customers want, especially during critical times, especially during times when nothing is really certain. We really have to listen well and hear well on what is needed. It is also important that during this time, especially when there are so many work from home, that we have to be engaging and connecting with our people and team. That when we have one heart, one vision, one direction, there is really no way that we can fail, that we can build and rebuild anything based on that. So it is very important that we also connect and engage. Nobody is left behind, that we fight this all together. Our nation, our country will be strong. And as long as we as individuals, we as a company, as Airspeed, as Asia CEO, will be fighting all together as one. As you know, Clark is very dear to my heart as well. In fact, just recently we came up with another investment warehousing in Clark, because Clark is the city with most opportunities. It is a city that has its infrastructure and basic foundation or economic foundation. It is a city, a new city, and a city without equal for sure. So to Clark, an amazing job. And I really can't imagine how after this pandemic ends, how Clark will really blossom and to be its full potential. Amazing, Clark. And mabuhay. Maraming salamat.